Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for March 26th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed up today. It, however, is moving sideways in the bias to sideways currently. Now, we are anticipating this pair to potentially move as high as 99.63 and possibly as low as 96.54. Look for some resistance to come in around 99.15. Look for some support around 98.50 in this particular pair. Now, switching to the Euro USD pair, this pair closed down today. It did form an inside bar, so we could have a potential breakout, especially going into Friday. We are looking for this pair to move as high as 1.3669, potentially as low as 1.3380. We are looking for some resistance around 1.3631. and looking for support around 134.68 in this particular pair. This pair has been moving sideways all week. We could anticipate a breakout tomorrow, and if we don't get it tomorrow, which I believe we will, but if we don't, we should see it Monday. Switching to the pound US dollar pair, this pair closed down today. We are expecting this pair to continue moving sideways, and the bias is sideways currently. We are expecting it to move as high as 147.86 and potentially as low as 142.50. Look for some resistance around 145.14 and look for some support around 143.94. Switching to the US Swiss, this particular pair has been moving sideways. Also did form an inside bar today. Really anticipated out of all the pairs this to break out most likely to the downside during tomorrow's session. Could happen to the upside, but most likely to the downside. We are expecting this pair to move as high as 113.82 and potentially as low as 110.78. Look for some resistance around 113.15 and look for some support around 112.11. Now, what am I looking for tomorrow? There's a lot going on, a lot of several swing trades, several inside bar trades. One that I am looking at, though, is the Euro Australian dollar pair. This particular pair formed, and let me zoom out a little bit, formed a swing trade to the downside at the close of today's session. It is pulling up higher, but we do have a potential for a short. If we do get that short, we're looking at selling short at 192.08, and then we're looking to exit that 100 pips lower at 191.08, and that's 100 pips worth of movement. That brings us down into this range right here where we had previous support kick in. So it's a great place for support to kick in again. So if we get a break, we should move down to that point and easily get our 100 pips. So that's why I'm focusing in on that particular trade. Now, we do have another one that I'm looking at, and that's the Euro USD pair. This particular pair not only formed an inside bar, but also a swing trade during this past session. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. So we're looking basically for a breakout to the upside for this pair. We have a buy that we're looking for. That particular buy is at 136.17. Looking for an exit. That exit is at 137.00. That is below the highs here that we've hit previously, so we should be able to get 83 pips out of this move fairly quick, assuming that we break to the upside. We're not even going high. We're not going any higher than our previous resistance, so we're right under that, which is really good if you're looking to exit a trade prior to hitting resistance. We could either break through it, and you would, of course, make a lot more money, but the odds are that it would hit it and pull back. So that's why we are exiting prior to that. Well, that about does it for the charts. We did have the pound release their retail sales for February today. It was worse than expected, and that's why the pound lost a little ground today. The U.S. also had their GDP released today. It was better than expected at negative 6.3% from a negative 6.6%, which was what was estimated. Now, looking ahead for tomorrow, the Eurozone has the German CPI being released. No time is given for this currently. They are expecting it to drop from 1.0% to 0.7%. I'd be surprised if it doesn't drop into the negatives. Now, looking ahead, also we have the pound releasing their GDP report for the fourth quarter at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is that it will hold at negative 1.5%, and year to date that it will hold at negative 1.9%. The U.S. has the University of Michigan conference for March being released at 10 a.m. and the consensus on that it has gone up from 56.6 to 56.8. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.